know what these are or not.
Is this a trick?
No, you asked her a question, and apparently she has the answer.
Counsel's approach the bench, please. What have you got there?
Proof that somebody tampered with the evidence in this case.
Your Honor, this is impossible, sneaking something in the back door like this.
He didn't know anything about this. We didn't have time to talk about it before I took the stand.
You asked the witness if she had something to offer other than her devotion to her husband.
That is stretching the point, Ross, and you know it.
Which is exactly what you were doing, Miss Wolf. It appears to have backfired. Let me see what you have there.
This damn Santos family and their game playing, I can't take it.
A little while ago, you were complaining that they made things a little too easy.
I'm not about to make a decision on this in an open court. We'll have a brief recess.
All right.
Is there something I should know?
I don't know what they're talking about.
What? What the hell's going on?
Well, let me put it this way. Next Mother's Day, you have got to get her a big present because the woman just earned it.
Mrs. Santos, the prosecution has asked if you have anything else to offer.
Yes, I do. This is a copy of Carmen Santos's dental records, which can be verified by her dentist, Dr. Fisher.
He already did verify it.
And these are a copy of the dental records used to identify the body from the lake. They're not the same.
Oh, great. Here we go.
No further questions.
Your Honor, if it pleases the court, the defense requests to put both those x-rays into evidence, and may I redirect at this time?
Go ahead.
Thank you. Michelle, how do you think this happened?
Objection, the witness is not an expert.
She seems to be more efficient than the prosecution in getting her hands on pertinent information.
Obviously, there was a switch, but I guess we'll have to ask the expert.
What does it mean if the dental records from the body in the lake were not those of Carmen Santos?
Then the body wasn't Carmen's. It was a fake.
Conclusion on the part of the witness, Your Honor.
That's it. I've had it. This court is adjourned for the day.
All right.
What did you do?
Well, I didn't do anything. I thought that was her. I still do.
I want a sidebar with you, Mrs. Santos.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. That was quite an amazing stunt you pulled earlier.
Yeah, well, I don't think Dr. Fisher would agree with you. He was one angry dentist when he left here.
Well, it doesn't matter. His testimony was effective. The judge was impressed. He scored points with the jury. It was good.
Well, sure. Switching Carmen's dental records definitely points to a frame.
Speaking of that, I don't in any way condone the liberation of those x-rays, but somebody else might say, well done.
Thanks.
I'll be thanking you later.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Is that
Hey, good day for the defense.
Yes, it was one of the best.
It's quite the coup getting a hold of those dental records. I have one question, though. Why didn't you come to me first?
I did come to you, Harley. I came to you twice, but you weren't real impressed with the idea of the body not being Carmen's, so I had to take matters into my own hands.
So you broke the law again.
Well, I had other things on my mind.
Harley, Dr. Fisher said he was not going to press charges, so with little damage done, we have determined that that body was misidentified.
Yeah.
Yeah, the deliberate faking of Carmen's body.
Come on, Harley, even you have to admit that a certain somebody is setting me up.
No, it was no somebody. It was Gus Ituro.
I'm sorry, my ears were burning. I don't know what kind of little game games you folks are playing.
You're the one who's playing games, and you obviously write your own rules, don't you?
You want to explain how my mother's body suddenly turned into somebody else's?
How am I supposed to know that?
Because you're Gus Itoro, and you testified under oath that the buck stops with you, that you are totally in charge. And now you want us to believe that somebody else switched the dental records.
Well, I really don't care what you think, Ross. I didn't switch the bodies, I didn't switch the dental records, but I will find out who did.
What is such bull? You've been after Danny since day one.
You were going to regret the day you tried to frame me when I'm through with you.
Is that a threat?
What do you think?
Gus, if you didn't do it, who did?
I don't know. Maybe it was Tony, his cousin, or maybe it was his homicidal, crazy
Oh,
grandmother.
and
I
that
don't know.
makes a lot of sense.
You know, the Santos family's had a long history of double-crossing each other, but ultimately, you know, it doesn't even really matter, does it? Because the mystery body we have has a slug in it from Danny's gun. Back me up on this, Cooper.
Yeah, well, he's right. The link between Danny's gun and the bullet is ironclad.
So I'm sorry to rain on your parade. You know, your dedication to your husband is heartbreaking, and your performance earlier, that was outstanding. But, doesn't matter, because Danny's going to jail and I'm going to the Cubs game. Yes, I am.
Imagine that. He's a Cubs fan, yeah?
Yeah, that's right. Box seat, third baseline.
That's a nice view.
Yes, it is.
Lucky for you.
No, it's not luck. Actually, I got my seat the hard way. I earned it. And you know something, my friend? That is the difference between me and you. Have a nice day.
How can Itoro lie like that?
What do you mean?
It's just so obvious that he switched the files.
Of course. We need to set the compressor and keep him off balance.
I agree.
Well, we can, with the gun.
The murder weapon?
The so-called murder weapon. Itoro's claims about the body are bogus, so we have to prove that he has the wrong gun,
I
too.
think it's time to pull the other one out of the lake.
Yes, I think if we do find that gun, it would help substantially.
Yeah, it creates reasonable doubt about the evidence. The gun is one more bit of proof that Itoro's been lying and Danny's been telling the truth. Once we start looking, who knows what we'll find. I have a feeling that the gun isn't the only secret the lake has to offer.
Harley, what would it take to get Springfield PD to drag that lake and find the gun?
Oh, Ross, not you too.
Harley, that could get us a mistrial. Finding the gun would further demonstrate that their evidence is tainted and that their version of what happened is a fabrication.
The chief would have to okay any search, but he won't.
Why the hell not?
Because this is the FBI's case, not ours.
Yeah, but you could convince him otherwise, couldn't you?
No, the PD was told to stay away from it, flat out.
So you're not going to help us? You won't even try?
I didn't say that. In fact, not 10 minutes ago, I told Itoro that I was in the justice business. Maybe it's time to put up or shut up.